And all of a sudden, it's Garbodium back with another video. On YouTube, of all places, for videos, get out. Random matchup, free rotation is what the screen says, and guess what? That's what this cool guy with 2 thumbs says too. He's trying so hard. He's trying way too hard. Okay. This is a battle. As I've said before, and I'll say again, it's a battle between me and a Japanese chickson with a team of Pokemon. Great, great. Okay, so I'm using the Bruno Brown team with the addition of Hitmonchan, who is going to become a star, no doubt. Not in this battle, though, because this battle is not the battle for it. This is a long-ass battle. I'm telling you right now, this is a long battle, a long narration. So, I don't know, make yourself a meal. Yeah, sit down, strap yourself in, glue your eyes open. I think you can do that. Do it, if you can. Look it up on WebMD, see if that's an actual thing. And do it. Do it to it. Because it's going to be a long battle. So, as you can see, because this is a long intro, and a long, pointless intro, and because also, we're looking at a quadruple digit number for that thing with the colon down there, which is the time of the video. The duration. So, let's just begin. Now, I guess is a good time. Good as any. Okay, so here she is in all her pixelated beauty, my opponent. And I'm going to send out my Shroomish, my Arcanine, and my Stunfisk while she sends out these fearsome foes of folly forever. Fuck. I said the 4-letter word. Yeah, so it's gonna be Eelektross, and Jellicent, and Scrafty, and I'm going to switch into Arcanine, because I don't think she's gonna expect it, and because she's got Jellicent out originally. She's gonna use Acrobatics while I use Safeguard. That Acrobatics is gonna do a chunk ton of damage, and she's gonna go out now to Scrafty, who dances like a dragon, and yeah, profits from it. But I'm gonna use Spore, so yeah, these nuts, which is gonna put Scrafty out of commission. And this Scrafty is a Moxie variant and not other variant, the other one, the Shedskin, which is good because that means he's gonna be asleep longer, which is good. Good. And yeah, so I'm gonna use Leech Seed because basically anybody on her team does not want to be Leech Seeded, and I want to Leech Seed it. And so now I'm gonna use Morning Sun for some recover off that Acrobatics damage, and then get some more Leech Seed recovery, which is fantastic. This team does a lot of recovery shenanigans and a lot of status stuff, schematics, stratagems. Yeah, so this is a team from Black 2 and or White 2 and or a Pokemon team that has access to Black 2 and White 2 because that Eelektross has Aqua Tail, which is a move tutor in the aforementioned B2W2, which it shall be called hither from on herefore. And so yeah, my Safeguard wears off. I really only had it thinking that Jellicent was going to use Will-O-Wisp, but that's not the case. And I used a pretty lame discharge because I mispredicted. But I'm going to use Sunny Day, which is good, and makes me happy indeed. And yeah, she's going to go back out to that Scrafty, who's still asleep, and is very fast apparently because it's outspeeding my max speed Arcanine. Which probably means that it's jolly good. And yeah, so that's the case. I'm going to knock it out with a sun boosted flamethrower. Not quite knock it out, but Leech Seed's gonna polish it off. And Archeops is gonna come out, which is cool, I guess. Archeops is a fearsome foe, fearsome feathered foe. A lot of alliteration on this particular episode of Garbodium Pokemon Battle Saga, which I guess is every single one of my episodes. They're all Pokemon battles. Oh, but not in the future, because in the future, hopefully the very close future, I'm going to be uploading a few new things. I'm going to be uploading something that I guess I'll talk about at the end of the video, because I don't really want to talk about it here, because I'm kind of missing a lot of stuff that's going on, and I'm going to be uploading this one, like, this one section, segment, whatever you want to call it, continuance of this shit. It's gonna be a thing that's gonna be happening. It's gonna be about music. It's gonna be about Pokemon. It's gonna be about Pokemon music. That's basically what it's gonna be about. I'm not gonna get into it too much, but because I might not actually do it, but I really hope I do it because I'm super excited for it. So stuff has been happening in this battle. If you haven't noticed, I haven't noticed. But right now, I'm like, Stunfisk, you're past your prime. You've done stuff, but stuff is not what you're going to be doing in the future. In the future, you're going to be getting knocked out because I'm sacking my Stunfisk. It's chopped, whatever, Sandab, I guess, Flounder. I mean, that's what it actually is, but whatever. Yeah, so I get that fantastic crit right in the face. Pow! God, I really needed that crit. I'm also fantastic at sarcasm, but he's gonna recover all his damage using the titular move, and I'm almost gone. He's just gonna switch. I'm gonna go with an Earth Power. God damn it! And he's gonna go with an Acrobatics and finish me off. So yeah. Stunfisk is gonzo, like the Muppets. And I'm gonna send out Hitmonchan, so maybe you'll get to see him in action. I don't know. You're gonna have to watch some more because maybe. I don't know. And Leech Seed, because nobody on his team wants to be Leech Seed. Nobody likes to be Leech Seeded. Yeah. So more Leech Seed, because I expected him to rotate, and he did. That sucker. Mark Zuckerberg, and yeah, he's gonna go with Scald. Oh, come on, that's not gonna be very effective. Oh, Burn. Okay. All right. Okay. And I'm gonna get some more recovery from Leech Seed, which is great because Jellicent is a possessor of a hefty HP stat, base 100, so it's going to be nice to absorb nutrients using Leech Seed and stuff, and Profit. Yeah, so he gets a crit with that Earthquake. That's a Choice Banded crit Earthquake, but I knew that his Archeops was going to come in, and apparently I was feeling ballsy enough to figure that it wasn't going to go with like a Flying type move and knock me out, because I went with Spore, and I'm like, yeah, his Archeops is definitely going to come in. I don't know how I knew it, but I knew it. I guess I'm just like prophetic or something. But yeah, I mean, if he had switched in one of his paralyzed Pokemon, you know, then it's a wasted turn, but when you're me, and there's no denying that. So I'm going to use Synthesis to recover HP. Which is good. It's a good thing. And I'm now going to rotate in Hitmonchan, expecting not Jellicent, and go the Drain Punch, but that is not going to knock out my opposing Eelektross, who's going to use Acrobatics and one hit KO. I was not expecting that, but Hitmonchan doesn't have the most fantastic defense. It's got great special defense, and mine's Calm with a 252 and that special defense with like a base 110 special defense stat. It's fantastic. So, but yeah, that's a physical move, which, because I didn't have any bulk ups up, it knocked me out. So I'm going to now switch into Arcanine, who's going to Dragon Pulse. That already Dragon Pulsed Archeops, who was basically no threat at all, considering he was asleep and below half HP. But I didn't know it was Choice Bandit at the time, so it could have had Roost, because Roost is like a very viable thing for Archeops now that it is a thing in Black 2 and White 2. But yeah, there's that Leech Seed coming into play. Wow, see, like, look how much that restores. That's fantastic. It basically makes my burn like a non-issue. So now it's going to be a war of attrition, as you can tell, because I have 2 Pokemon with recovery moves, my opponent has a Pokemon with a recovery move. We both have defenses that are good enough to not allow us to be one-hit KO'd by our opponent's moves. Yeah. So, this is happening, and this is why this battle is so long. 28 turns long. Ugh, what a monster. It's not the longest battle that I've had ever, but it's the longest battle that I've ever uploaded. And I'm putting you guys through this because I had to go through it. So, suffer. At least you can exit out whenever you want to, but don't. I mean, like, don't. Please. Please don't. Yeah, so he's gonna use Recover. That's kind of like, I guess that could be like the title of this video. Like, he used Recover, but it's not going to be, because, the title, I already have it in the back of my head. It's gonna be clever, like all my titles. Because I'm Boy Genius. Jimmy Neutron, Boy Genius. Jimmy Neutron, everybody. What am I saying? I don't know. It is late. It is 11:40 p.m. and it's way past my bedtime. And so I've done this already. It's my 4th time narrating this, but I've had audio problems each time, so, commentary has obviously suffered a bit, but that's enough of being self-aware. I'm just gonna get back to the battle, which is happening. But I mean, like, really, what is there to say? Stuff's been happening. He can't knock me out. I can't knock him out. We're at a standstill. I'm obviously gonna win this in the end, but, you know, some people are stubborn. I mean, I'm usually pretty stubborn, but... Here comes Eelektross, who I predict to come in, because my son faded, like me right now, because I'm so faded on the marijuana. Haha. No, really, I'm low to the ground, as opposed to being high in the sky. Yeah. So I'm gonna use Dragon Pulse because he thinks he knows that I'm gonna switch to Shroomish to use Sunny Day, and which will weaken his Scald some more and boost my Flamethrower. But I'm not going to. I am going to stay in with Arcanine and use Dragon Pulse, and that is going to be good, because he's going to fall apart, and he's going to be KO'd. So yeah, Leech Seed stuff. God, oh my god. So intolerable. Ugh. So now I'm going to use Sunny Day, and he's going to like expect me to come in with Streamish or something, because he's going to use Sludge Wave, and that's going to be like, not a KO. Like, not even close. Yeah. This Jalescent just won't relent. So, how's your day been, guys? My day's been dandy. I went to a new Greek restaurant. Yeah. With my mama. And, we ate gyros, and falafel, and tabbouleh, and hummus. And, yeah, it was great. Great fun. So, check it out. Greek food, everybody. Expand your taste buds. Oh, what's this? The battle's over. Oh, hallelujah. Wow. Okay, so, as I mentioned earlier, I'm going to be having a new segment. That word escaped me for some reason, like, Houdini. I mean, before his untimely demise. R.I.P. Houdini. Yeah, so new segment, and I don't want to talk about it too much, even though I kind of hinted at it in the video. But it's going to be cool, and keep me honest, make me do it. Also, I'm going to be talking about this newfangled, far-fetched thing called Pokéchecks versus player, which during the battle you might have heard me say, oh, he had a choice band, or this is a Moxie Scrafty, not a Shedskin one. The way I knew that is because of this thing called Versus Player on Pokécheck, Check out PokeCheck website, check out Versus Player to learn more about what I'm talking about, but I'm actually gonna have a video on it, talking about the ethics of it, talking about how it reshapes some things in the game, and it's certainly a big thing for me, and people who do random matchup probably will think it's a big thing too. So I'm gonna be talking about it a bit, and yeah, I guess this is the part where we say goodbye. I bid farewell, and I throw up a peace sign, and I say peace.